Correct, student. There are many benefits of congregation of prayer, and one of them is to get 27 ribu. Will you add hadith? As-salatu jami'ah afdalu min salati fardin bi 27 darajah. As-salatu in a congregation is 27 times more rewarding than a salat to perform individually. Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. Alright, will you add the history of the life of our Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions radhiyallahu anhum? We would certainly find that our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions had never left their fardu prayer without praying in a congregation in the mosque. They would pray in congregation unless the condition or situation did not permit them to do, such as a pandemic situation, heavy rain, and when it was too dangerous or too inconvenient for everyone to pray in the mosque. Only then would they dismiss themselves for the congregation prayer. Oh no, I am already late for the mosque.
Tiket dia waktu.
Firdaus, come here.
Yes.
I want to talk for a moment. Sit down here.
Thank you.
Why did you take ablution in such a hurry?
That's right. I also saw you take ablution very fast. Like it's not perfect.
I know we must go. That's why I did ablution like that. Alah, I promise, but still got wet, right?
That's right, Firdaus. The water touching the ablution limbs is important, but ablution is different. Ablution is a part of our worship to Allah. So, we must do it in orderly manner and not in hurry.
The Prophet also taught us to perform ablution perfectly because it is part of the valid conditions of prayer.
Afiq,
Yes.
I want to ask some question. What exactly is a ablution?
Ablution is one way to purify oneself from small hadas. If there is not enough water, then ablution can be replaced with tayammum. The meaning of ablution in Sharia is to wash or sweep certain parts who are initiated with intention. So the next is law of wudu. Law of wudu divide into two. There is obligatory and sunnah. The first one is obligatory. Wudu becomes obligatory in certain situations where a person is required to purify themselves before performing specific acts of worship. Some of the situations where wudu becomes obligatory are: the first one is before performing prayer. Every Muslim is obligated to perform wudu before prayers. There is both obligatory and voluntary, as mentioned in the Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 6. That means, "Oh, you have believed, or you who have believed, when you rise to pray, wash your face and your forearms to the elbows, and wipe over your heads, and wash your feet to the ankles." The second one is performing tawaf around the Kaabah. Tawaf, which is one of the rituals of Hajj and Umrah, also requires wudu, as it is obligatory according to the Shafi'i school of thought. The second one is sunnah. Wudu is also recommended in several situations, even though it is not obligatory. some of the circumstances where wudu is recommended are before sleeping. Prophet Muhammad SAW encouraged his followers to perform wudu before going to sleep. In a hadith, he said, when you go to bed, perform wudu as for prayer, reported by Bukhari and Muslim. And the second one is before reciting the Quran without touching the mushaf. It is recommended to perform wudu before reciting the Quran, even if one is not physically holding the mushaf. This helps maintain personal purity while interacting with Allah's word.
What's a valid condition for ablution?
There are several valid conditions of ablution, but I will explain to you some of them. The first is Islam. The person performing wudu must be a Muslim. Wudu is an act of worship, and only Muslims are obligated to observe it. If a non-Muslim performs wudu, it is not considered valid because it is an act tied to Islamic beliefs. The second is Mumayyiz. Mumayyiz is the individual must be of sound mind and able to distinguish between right and wrong. A person who has lost mental capacity, such as someone who is unconscious or mentally ill, can't perform valid wudu. The third is niyat or intention. Niyat or intention is required for wudu to be valid. The intention must be in the heart, specifying that the person is performing wudu to purify themselves for worship. This intention is made when the person starts washing the face. The next is removal of any physical impurity or najis. Any physical impurity, najis, on the body, clothes or place of worship must be removed before performing wudu. Wudu is not valid if there are still impurities present that should be cleaned beforehand, like urine, blood or other forms of unclean matter. And last is tertib, or we call it performing in sequence. The steps of wudu must be performed in the correct order as prescribed in Islamic law. That is, starting with washing the face, followed by washing the hands, wiping over the head, and washing the feet. If this order is not followed, the wudu is considered invalid. This explanation according to the Shafi'i school of thought. So that is.
Oh, thank you for the explanation. Oh, so we as a Muslim, we know about this based on Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 6. That means, oh, you will have believed when you rise to perform prayer, wash your faces and your forearms to the elbows, and wipe over your heads and wash your feet to the ankles. So, there are 6 key pillars of wudu that must be fulfilled for the ablution to be valid, right? So, I want to share to all of you about these 6 pillars, and let's explore each one of them in detail. Okay? Okay. So the first pillar is intention, or in Arabic we call it niyat. The first and most important pillar is intention or niyat. Before starting wudu, one must have a clear intention in their heart to perform the act for the sake of Allah. The niyat is nawaitu wudu'a lillahi ta'ala, which means I intend ablution for Allah's sake. This is done silently and should be sincere. Without intention, the wudu is not valid. Second, washing the face. The second pillar is washing the face. The entire face, which is from the hairline to the chin and from ear to ear, must be truly washed. This includes running water over the skin and ensuring no part of the face is missed. Third, washing the hands up to the elbows. Next, the hand up to the elbows must be washed. This includes the fingers, hand, and arms, covering the entire area up to and including the elbows. Okay. Fourth, wiping over the head. The fourth pillar is wiping over the head, or we call it in Arabic masah. Instead of washing, water is passed over the head using wet hands. Some scholars state that at least 1/4 of the head should be wiped, while others suggest wiping the entire head. Either way, it must be done thoroughly. Next, the fifth is washing the feet up to the ankles. The fifth pillar involves washing the feet up to the ankles. Similar to the arms, both feet must be washed completely, ensuring that water reaches between the toes and covers the entire foot up to the ankles. Start with the right foot and then the left. Lastly, observing the correct order, or in Arabic, we call it tertib. The sixth pillar is observing the correct order or tertib. As I said just now, the step of wudu must be performed in the specific sequence as outlined, starting with the face, then the arms, followed by wiping the head, and finally washing the feet. This order is mandatory and can't be changed.
Wafi,
Yes.
based on the verse of Quran, there are only 4 pillars for the ablution. Why do you say there are 6 pillars? Which are 2 additional pillars, such as niat and tertib?
Okay, Firdaus, good question. The first is the intention, based on a hadith that I think most of us know, that is innamal a'malu binniyat, which means actions are dependent upon their intentions. So that's why the niyat is put at the first. Second, you ask why tertib? Because ulama said when we read and analyze the dalil from Surah Al-Ma'idah, we can see Allah has arranged these steps, so we must follow the steps.
Oh, thank you, Wafi.
Before we perform ablution sunat, we start by reading basmalah, which is Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Next, sunat for us to wash our hand 3 times. Third, gargle 3 times also. Fourth, sunat put water into the nose and take it out again. Fifth, it is obligatory to read the ablution intention when performing the face washing. The reading of the ablution intention is nawaitul wudu'an lillahi ta'ala. 7. Wash hands up to the elbow. Wash both hands from the fingertips to the elbow. Prioritize right hand and then the left hand. And it is sunat to do it 3 times. 8. It is obligatory to sweep the crown of the head or part of the head with water and repeat it 3 times. 9. Sunat to sweep outside and inside of the ears with water and repeat it 3 times. 10th, must wash the feet to the ankle. Both feet must be washed to the ankle. It is also sunat to start with the right foot and then the left foot. Don't forget to spread the water between the fingers too and repeat it 3 times. Lastly, tertib. After wudu, we can also read the prayer, which is Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarika lah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma ja'alni minat tawwabin wa ja'alni minal mutatahhirin wa ja'alni min ibadikas salihin. That's all.
Makruh when perioding ablution.
It's really
Talking
big.
during ablution.
And you know, the car is very fast, you know?
I know.
Yeah. It goes really fast. And you know, when we do something, you know, we need to do with our heart. Yeah, that's a very important thing in our life. And also, we need to do with our heartly.
Wasting water for ablution.
prioritize the left limb first. Thing that's cancel ablution. Anything that come out from the private part, which is come from over and below.
I want to pray.
Sleeping on the bed. Loss of
My head is hurt. What's wrong with me? Firdaus! Firdaus! Wake up, Firdaus! Firdaus, are you okay?
3 hours later.
Firdaus, we were studying now. Got 20 o'clock, Firdaus. Oh no! I have not performed my Zuhur prayer yet. Wait, Firdaus. Don't forget to take ablution. You just lost consciousness just now.
Based on your explanation, I think the acts of the performance for the ablution in Islamic cases is the many benefit, both for the spiritual and physical. One, for the physical cleanse, regular washing of the face, hands, arm, and feet help to maintain the hygiene and keeping the body clean and refreshed. And two, spiritual purification. Wudu is just not about physical cleanse, but it also prepare the soul for the worship. It frees a person from the minor sin and prepare them to stand before Allah. And lastly, for the health benefit, the regular washing of the certain body parts can help remove a dirt, a bacteria, and other impurities to the better overall health. Thank you, Afi, for correcting my mistake. Next time I will do my best perform my ablution.
It's okay, Firdaus. We will do our best together next time.